Hardware Canucks CES coverage is made possible by our partner NVIDIA. It is also made possible thanks to Corsair, Fantex, and NCIX. Without them, we wouldn't be here.
Stopping over at the Corsair suite made me realize that they're solidifying their presence on the enclosure market with unique releases that deserve consideration. First, the Spec-alpha clearly carries a similar design language as their Bulldog machine with that interesting front and top panels that seem to angle the enclosure, but in fact the interior is perfectly flat. It is a polarizing design, but I personally really like it. There's that memorable feel to the exterior frame, one that somehow manages to get away from that gaming look into that kind of looks cool vibe. Priced at $79 for all color versions, you are looking at a diverse catalog with red, black, white and red, black and yellow, and we are told many more color options will be available. The front case feet complement the design very well, without which the case would have a totally different feel. The front I/O includes 2 USB 3 ports, power and reset, and a 3-speed fan controller, which is awesome. So this is clearly targeted for mid-tier systems, and on the interior design, it is very similar to what we've seen from Corsair in the past, with some minor iterations. There is no 5.25-inch drive bay. Instead, it's an open concept for airflow optimization. The drive cage can host 4 hard drives and 2 SSDs on the top there, and while there are 2 more SSD brackets behind the panel. The Spec-alpha will come with a couple of 120mm LED fans, and as you can see, the interior is capable of supporting a clean look and high-end systems. I noticed there are no rubber grommets, but based on the width of the chassis, it looks like cable management should not be a problem. Due to the lack of height in this case, radiator mounting is more suited for the rear exhaust or the front intake, and for $79 you get a unique looking enclosure that carries over that similar internal design for mid-tier configurations. Also, we gotta check out the new Carbide 400C and the 400Q. C stands for clear, aka window, and Q for quiet. And I really like this. I think this will be a very popular case as it incorporates many features that users really want to see, and especially in this elegant and clean frame. Obviously, the design language carries over from the bigger brother, the 600C, which is much larger and taller, and here they are next to each other. The 600C is on the right. We still have very tall case feet, which I like, and I think the sandblasted metal surface at the top and front hides fingerprints very well. Handling marks are non-visible, which is fantastic. The layout is traditional ATX with an acrylic window that opens like a car door and is removable, and on the inside we find a closed-off power supply chamber that hosts your power supply and your drives, and the shroud itself is in 2 parts, which can be removed independently, so if you'd like the drive cage to be exposed, that is possible. Or the power supply as well. As you can see, the layout welcomes front radiator installation thanks to the lack of any drives in that spot, as they are all in the basement, which makes cable management super simple with rubber grommets spread all around the motherboard. The 400Q, which is the silent edition, has a removable top cover if you want to utilize those fan spots, and sound dampening material applied on all of the interior panels. Overall, I'm super excited to build inside the 400C, and we have the case coming in, so make sure to subscribe to not miss our full review. And it seems that the assembly process would be satisfactory, and at $99 this would be an awesome mid-tower decision.